Hi everyone, so today we're going to be going over a very quick video on weightlessness, which comes up in Physics A level, and it often comes up as a worded question. So we're just going to go over the real reason behind feeling weightless, and then the points to cover in your question answer. This is very, very quick. It just came up in a lesson today, so I thought I'd make a quick video on it. So weightlessness is often experienced by people who are in, say, a spacecraft that is orbiting the Earth, as you can see from my lovely diagram. And we can really see from here why weightlessness is experienced. So in this diagram here, the person is not in contact with anything, which means that as it orbits around the Earth, both the spacecraft and the person are falling with the acceleration due to gravity, because they're orbiting around the Earth, and it's gravity that's keeping them in that orbit. So if there's just the weight acting on the human, like in this diagram here, there's no other force acting on it, then they're just going to experience that force, and that means they're constantly going to be accelerating downwards with the same acceleration as a spacecraft. So really, they just remain stationary like that, and that's why weightlessness is experienced. Whereas if they're touching the bottom of the spacecraft there, then due to Newton's third law of motion, if there's a reaction or if there's a force acting on object A, then object A exerts an equal and opposite force on object B. So the weight acting down then is counteracted by the reaction force acting up. And as we know, if the forces are equal to each other, then the person remains stationary, and that's why they feel like they're not weightless in that situation. So as you can see here, there's 4 points you really want to cover. So as we said, accelerating downward with the acceleration of gravity, so that's what both the spacecraft and the person are doing. And because the person has no supporting force, only their weight, then they're just going to constantly be accelerating down, the same as the spacecraft, and they're not going to feel like they're attached to anything, because unlike whenever we're on the Earth isn't moving due to any gravity that we experience the Earth's gravity. That's why we're attached to the Earth. Whereas if you're in something that you're both experiencing gravity due to something else, then you're both falling at the same rate. And also, if you're in contact, then the reaction force is equal to that weight, and therefore, due to Newton's third law of motion, you remain stationary and you don't feel weightless. So that's a very quick overview of weightlessness, and yeah, I hope that's helped. Good luck with your questions, and let me know if you'd like a better explanation.